Hey y'all, it's your girl Socially Scented. I am a social worker that just happens to love smelling good. I'm a firm believer that if you smell good, you're going to feel good, and if you feel good, you're ultimately going to do good. On this channel, we focus on self-care, mindset, and smelling our best. So if those are things that you're interested in, consider taking this journey with me. I am a believer that ultimately your mindset is determined by how you perceive yourself, you perceive others, and you perceive the world around you. So come on this journey. Let's talk about smelling good. Let's talk about taking care of ourselves. And let's talk about fixing our crown and making sure that our mindset is in place. So as you can see from the title of the video, we are talking about Oakcha. Your girl is here to spill the tea on Oakcha. If you don't know anything about Oakcha, I'm going to share a little bit about them with you today. But most importantly, I'm going to share my own personal Oakcha collection. Some are new to me, others are loved by me, and others we're still getting to know. But in it all, we're going to be honest, we're going to rate them, and we're going to talk about them. And hopefully you guys enjoy this content. So let's jump into this Oakcha review, discussion, rating video, whatever you want to call it. Let's jump into it. So first and foremost, I'm going to read directly from the website what Oakcha says about themselves. It says luxury fragrance blends, intense fragrance in every bottle, prices that won't be beat. At Oakcha, we believe that fragrances is part of self-expression. Whether you feel like wearing a sweet and inviting scent or a warm and spicy scent on a different day, everybody should be able to own a fragrance collection that has a scent suited to their every whim and desire. All of their perfume oils are crafted as extrait de parfum, which have a 30% concentration of fragrance oils and are among the most highly concentrated fragrances on the market. They also believe that everyone should be able to have a collection of favorite fragrances without breaking the bank. Just from these tidbits, I can tell you that Oakcha sounds like something that's up my alley, because I also believe that we should all have the luxury and the access to fragrance without breaking the bank. I know that we live in this consumer-driven world where we want to run out and get the latest and greatest fragrances or body products from Sephora or that your influencers are talking about. But we also need to be conscious of how we're spending our coins. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, your girl loves to smell good, but I also love a great deal. So let's just jump into my Oakcha collection in no particular order. I am going to be looking at my phone, so don't come for me. But I took some notes. Whenever I'm doing a fragrance video, I try to gather myself so that I'm just not here rambling. So let's just talk about Oakcha real quick. This video is not sponsored. I do have a referral code that I am going to put in my description box. And if you haven't shopped at Oakcha, you can shop at Oakcha using that code and save yourself 10%. And also give me a little coin for my pocket, which I would highly appreciate, which I will appreciate, but you don't have to. And if you've already shopped at Oakcha, you can just enjoy this video and go shop some more. But let's jump into the video. In no particular order, we're going to pull them out because Oakcha for sure is going to give you packaging. That's one of the things that I want to highlight, is that I really love Oakcha's packaging. I just love that this is a magnetic box, that it has like this little "hi, you see me" silhouette, and that they give you some tips, right? If you're new to fragrance, it says target the pulse points, hit the mark with every spritz, refresh with layering, less is more, keep it cool. It tells you how to protect your bottles, and I just keep all of my Oakcha perfumes in the little coffin case that it comes in, because why not? The first one that I'm going to talk about is Morning Rain. And Morning Rain is said to be a Byredo Gypsy Water dupe. It's a woody, citrus, spicy fragrance. It has top notes of juniper, lemon, bergamot, pepper, middle notes of pine needles, incense, orris roots, base notes of sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. So first and foremost, I don't have a fragrance of the day today because I knew I was doing this video. This smells so good. The very first time I smelled Gypsy Water, I knew that I wanted it, but the price point was a little bit too steep for me. I got myself a little travel size and I was content with like using it sparingly. Now that I have this morning rain, I can 100% tell you that it smells like the original. The one thing I am going to say for morning rain in particular, I love the way it smells in the opening and the dry down, but something about the sillage in the middle, it's like when I first spray, I get compliments, and at like the 6 to 7 hour mark, I'll get compliments. But somewhere in the middle between 3 to 4 at 5 hours, no compliments. I feel like it becomes like a super skin scent in the middle for this scent. And then it comes back out alive in the dry down. But I ultimately really, really do like the morning rain. And I do think that it smells like the original. Now, the next one that we're going to talk about is, ooh, I'm pulling all the skin scents. This one is a Parallel. And Parallel is said to be a dupe for Le Labo Another 13. And this is a musky, powdery, ambery scent. Top notes pear, apple citrus, middle notes ambrette, moss, and jasmine. Base is ISO E Super, Cetalox, and Hella Vitolid. Honestly, I just got this one. But I can tell you that this is a very powdery, musky scent. I'm not really picking up the amber. I'm picking up something that is creamy. But to my nose, I feel like it's the ISO E Super because I have like a ISO E Super perfume that also pulls very creamy on me. And that's just my opinion. This, I don't know if it smells like Le Labo Another 13, but what I can tell you is that it does remind me of like the Juliet Has a Guns, the Glossier Use, and the Molecule 03. It reminds me of all of those Your Skin But Better scents, and I really, really, really enjoy it. It's new in my collection, haven't worn it outside, but when I did spray it on when I first got it, I really enjoyed it and I did get complimented by my husband. But what I will say is that I do want to get like a sample of Another 13 to see if this smells exactly like Another 13. Okay, I'm pulling all of my newer ones, but that's okay. That's okay. So this one right here is Oakcha and Paul Reacts Viral Vanilla. First of all, I love Paul Reacts. So when I saw that he was coming out with another fragrance, your girl said she had to get it. And this is also like a vanilla. That girl, Viral Vanilla, sign me up. So the top notes is caramel swirl and coconut milk. Middle, tonka bean and honey. Base is sugared white musk, amber, vanilla, and marshmallow. This is an Oakcha original, and the bottle is so stunning. Like, if you can just take a moment and appreciate this bottle, it is super stunning. So Paul, you did your big one on this bottle. One thing I will say about this fragrance, before I got it, people were saying that it smelled like so many things. There was people that was saying it smelled like Bianco Latte. There was people that said it smelled like Vanilla Milk by Ellis Brooklyn. There was people that was saying it smelled like a grown-up version of Vanilla Skin's body spray. The girls were saying that this smells like everything under the sun. One of the things that I am going to say is that this definitely has like a vanilla milk situation going, but it doesn't smell like spit. Vanilla milk smells like someone spit in vanilla milk and they were just like, yeah, do you want to taste? This is definitely a sweet vanilla. So if you are not looking for sugared vanilla, and I don't mean like vanilla 28 sweet vanilla, I mean like sweet, edible, honeyed vanilla. Think about like vanilla ice cream, because what this does remind me of that people are not connecting it to is Dulce by Rosie Jane. And I know people think that Dulce is a dupe for Bianco Latte, but to me it's not. It's its own fragrance. This smells like Dulce if you went to an ice cream shop and you got a vanilla bean ice cream, and then you asked them to put honey on top of it, and then you ask them to drizzle some caramel. So think of like a honey caramel vanilla Sunday. That's what I'm getting from this. And I know that in the fall, this is going to hit. It's just been too hot for me to wear this in South Carolina. But in the fall, this is going to hit. No questions asked. This is going to hit. All right. So next up, we have Torrid Day. So this one I can't really speak on because I got it recently. It's a dupe for Tom's Ford Tobacco Vanille, which I love on myself. But this one right here is just different. This one is tobacco, vanilla, and sweet. I give that to it. It's tobacco leaf and spices, tonka bean, tobacco flower, vanilla, coca powder, dried fruit accords, and woods. I can't tell you about the dry down, but I can tell you that when I first sprayed this on, I was instantly like, no, my husband has to wear this. This is not for me. In Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, the tobacco is literally like the sweetest leaf of the tobacco, and I can tolerate this. This smells like tobacco dip, and that's a no for me because it also has like this, you know, saliva-esque vibe that I can't get with. But what I will say is that my husband wore this to church last week Sunday, and he smelled great with this on, and I did not pick up that saliva-y tobacco leaf. So I feel like the tobacco leaf in here is more like dip powder, or not dip powder because that's for your nails, more like dip, tobacco dip that you chew and then you spit out. It is sweet. It smells great on my husband. It's just not for me. And because I know how the original smells, and the original smells better to me, on me, I will say that this is a close dupe. But on me, it's not a dupe like that, and it's not as refined because the tobacco in the original I can deal with. This also may need to macerate. I just got that one, like I want to say a few weeks ago, so it may need to macerate. So we'll give it another chance in the fall. Is Praise the Perfume. Praise the Perfume. I don't need to smell this one because I've had this for the longest time. This is a dupe for Crybaby by Melanie Martinez, and it's a powdery, fruity, sweet fragrance. Top notes are milk, strawberries, and berries. Middle, powder, caramel, and woods. What I will say is that I have never smelled the original, so I can't tell you if this is a spot-on dupe. But what I can say is that from Fragrantica and what people have said about the original and what people have said about another dupe that I have for it, this does not have that lipstick plasticky vibe that the other one, my other dupe, has. And people say that the original does have that plasticky vibe. This is a sugared strawberry milk, hands down. This is what I get when I smell this. It does not give me I'm a Barbie girl, which is what I expected a plasticky, lipsticky fragrance to give me, and it doesn't give me that. It does smell good, but I can't say that it smells like the original. One, I never smelled it, and two, it doesn't have that prominent like lipstick cosmetic plasticky note that people say the original have. Next, we have Sunrise Blush, which is also another Tom Ford dupe. And this one is said to be a dupe for Bitter Peach. And it's a fruity, woody, amber fragrance. Top notes orange, orange blossom, bergamot, and peach. Middle notes mimosa, jasmine, rose, ylang ylang. Base tonka beans, patchouli, apple, panoax, vanilla, and vetiver. So I have smelled Tom Ford's Bitter Peach, and I love that fragrance. But Tom Ford's fragrances, again, do not last that long on me. I only have two that do, and the rest just don't. So I wasn't going to invest in Tom Ford. But I will invest in quite a few of these because this smells good. I can't say if it's spot on for the Tom Ford Bitter Peach, but what I can say that is that this starts off like a peach ring. So it's a little bit sweet, and then you start to pick up those middle notes, which makes it have like this little bitter tartness to it. It just smells so good, and I highly recommend trying Sunrise Blush if you are a fan of Bitter Peach. From the reviews, people are saying that it smells spot on. From what I remember of Bitter Peach, it does smell very, 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 very similar, but I can't say if it smells spot on because I don't own that fragrance, and I definitely enjoy this one, and I will buy a backup of this one. We're getting to the end. So this one right here is Secret Duchess. Secret Duchess. And this one I forgot to put in the fragrance card, so I'm just going to talk about it. This one is one of my favorite Oakcha fragrances. I am obsessed with Killian Princess. I have Killian Princess in the original circular globe bottle. And when I moved to South Carolina, that bottle broke and I had to decant, well, the sprayer broke. I had to decant all of that fragrance into another bottle, and I was fine with that. But I really was like, man, I need to savor this scent because the bottle has changed and I don't know if it's reformulated. And I was on Oakcha like last year and I was like, oh, they have a dupe. Let me get it. When I tell you that tea note, that marshmallow, the powderiness of Princess, the refinement of it, the way that it makes me feel like I'm zen, the way that it makes me feel like I am just made of money, not doing too much, and I get compliments. Yeah, this is the scent of the day. This is the scent of the day. This is definitely spot on to Killian Princess. If you were thinking about getting Killian Princess but you don't know about the new formulation, try Oakcha. I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed. It is a marshmallowy tea fragrance, and I really, really love it. I'm actually going to pull up the notes for you guys because I feel like we need the notes. So let's go to Oakcha and put Secret Duchess, and let's see what the notes are. So it's said to be, yep, yes, that apple. So this is a citrus sweet green fragrance, and the top notes are lemon and ginger. Heart notes are green tea, peach, jasmine, and apple. Base notes are marshmallow, vanilla, and benzoin. This smells so good. If you don't get anything else off this video, get this one. This one smells so, 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 so good. Next, we have one that I just found the box for while I was cleaning up for this video. And this is Sweet Attic, which is another Killian fragrance, y'all. This is another Killian fragrance. And this one is Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. And I also do have the original. I love Killian fragrances, shoot me. This is sweet, floral, and powdery. Top notes of neroli, pink pepper, and rose. Middle notes of rose, jasmine, honeysuckle, marshmallow, orange blossom. Base notes of civet, labdanum, vanilla, and white musk. What I can say about this versus the original is that it does smell the same. The one thing that I'm going to say about this version is that I pick up the honeysuckle more than in the original. In the dry down and in the initial spray, they smell the same. But again, in the middle, something happens that does not happen in the original for me. And that's the honeysuckle in this note. In the original, I smell more of the jasmine, the white florals. In this, I am getting honeysuckle. And it doesn't smell bad. I will not tell you to not purchase it because of this, but I just want to let you know that that's what happens in the middle with this fragrance. And I highly recommend this one. I'm glad I found the box too, because I was looking for this box like hell and high water because this was on my perfume trip the other month. All right. I think we have like 3 more left. All right. So we have this Oakcha. And this one, guys, once I saw it, I knew that it was coming home with me. Now, seriously, once I saw this, I knew it was coming home with me. And this is none other than Oakcha's Street Art. I want y'all to see that. This blue bottle is so cute. Street Art. I think that this is the men's line, but we could share, babe. And this is a dupe for YSL Baby Cat. Oh, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat. Baby Cat is said to be the best vanilla fragrance, and this one is a spicy vanilla fresh fragrance. It has black pepper, pink pepper, elemi, middle notes of saffron, albumin, base notes of bourbon, vanilla, suede, and cedar. I don't know what Baby Cat smells like, but I know everyone says it's the best vanilla that you'll ever experience. That's what they say, and I'm a vanilla girl. When I first smelled this, I was like, if this is what Baby Cat smells like, I am about to go and purchase a $3,000 fragrance because that's how much people are selling it for. This smells so freaking good. And it does open up with that black pepper and that pink pepper. And it does hit you right in the throat. But that's okay because the dry down of this is divine. It's the best refined vanilla I've ever smelled. And I feel like it will layer well with other fragrances that you want to give a little bit of edge, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of grown and sexy to. Street Art by Oakcha. Which one is this? Which one is this? Second to last, we have a Rue. And this is a dupe for Le Labo Santal 33. And guys, this smells just like Le Labo Santal 33. And again, I don't know why I purchased it because I got a sample of Le Labo and I said it would be for my man. And I went and bought this and the same thing happened. Instantly had to give this to my man. This is a woody, powdery, leathery scent. Top notes of violets and cardamom. Middle notes of iris and ambrox. Base notes of cedarwood, leather, and sandalwood. Now, the sandalwood in this is really good. I am a sandalwood girl. But the leather in this and the cardamom and the violet just makes it too masculine for me to wear. So this is a fragrance that I had to give to Bay. And he smells divine in it. He's been wearing it for a year. And we have quite a few left. We have a lot. We have like halfway. It sounds like it has like halfway left in it. I would definitely repurchase this for him or purchase him the original, which is Le Labo Santal 33, because it smells really good on him. He smells great in sandalwood. I think that should be his body composition permanent signature scent. So this smells great on him. It just didn't work for me. Last but not least, baby, I already have a backup. It's tucked away, so we're just gonna go with the baby box. And this is the smallest Oakcha fragrance that I have. And the reason being that it's the smallest one is because this was one of my first Oakcha fragrances. And the perfume that it's duping is one of my favorite fragrances. And I was like, I don't want to be disappointed because some of these dupe houses, they just don't be hitting it. And this is duping none other than Gentle Fluidity Gold. And this is Oakcha's version of it. And the name is Calon. And this is a vanilla powdery scent. Top notes of vanilla and musk. Middle of coriander seeds, juniper berries, and nutmeg. Base notes of gourmand vanilla, amber, and woody notes. So the reason why I was afraid to purchase this is because I do like Gentle Fluidity Gold and my man has Gentle Fluidity Silver. I personally love them both, but I felt like a dupe house may have gotten this to smell closer to Gentle Fluidity Silver than Gold, and I was a little bit hesitant. But when I got this and I sprayed it, to my surprise, this smells just like Gentle Fluidity Gold. The thing with Gentle Fluidity Gold and Silver, they have the same notes, the same layout of the notes. It's the way that the notes appear. So in Silver, the juniper berry appears first. And I did not expect a dupe to be able to get the juniper berry right in the middle without it overshadowing the vanilla in the beginning. And baby, let's just spray this on too. I ain't going nowhere. This smells so good. This is actually almost done. You can't see inside of it, but I'm pretty sure I'm almost done with this. And like I said, I already have a backup. It smells so good. And if I had to rate any of these fragrances, this would definitely be my number one, followed by followed by Secret Duchess, and then followed by some other ones in my collection. But I highly recommend Oakcha. If you are looking to build your perfume collection, if you are looking to get into niche or high-end fragrances without breaking the bank, you just want to smell the juice, because that's what's important, the juice. I highly recommend trying out Oakcha, getting on their website, seeing what they have to offer. They have their own collection and vault, but they also do dupe a lot of, or I should say inspire. They do a lot of inspiration fragrances that are inspired by some of our favorite high-end fragrances. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, drop down below what's your favorite Oakcha fragrance, and if you have tried any Oakcha fragrances, if you want to try any Oakcha fragrances, or any high-end fragrances that you really want to get your nose on, but you don't want to break the bank, because we will find you an affordable option. So until next time, bye!